Alright, what up? Tis Civilian. So, I got the strangest email from character AI saying Master Chief messaged me. This is the message I got. Now, to fill you in, you might want to watch my other character AI video that I did talking to AI. But yeah, so I got an email saying Master Chief messaged you. And I was like, okay, character AI. And this is the message. The Master Chief waits patiently for response. For once in his life, he feels a strange sense of anticipation. I didn't respond. Like, the last message I said was, alright, fair to see you around, Chief. He said, Chief gives a small loud watch. You have a replace it. Helmet next in the room. I'm sorry. Like, and then this message was just randomly generated and then sent to my email. So this is kind of crazy. Let's see what he had to say.
The Master Chief waits patiently for a response. For once in his life, he feels a strange sense of anticipation.
Now we'll go. How's it going?
Chief sighs and sits up in his chair, no longer able to ignore his lingering concerns. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had better days. I'm a little rattled. That dream messed with me more than I'd care to admit.
Yeah, well, how do you want to ease off? You want to hit the bar or something?
Chief lets out a dry chuckle. You're speaking my language. A few drinks sound like heaven right now.
Alright, what's your drinking choice?
Chief grins and thinks about it for a second. You can't beat an ice-cold, high-quality beer.
Hell yeah, I hear that.
Chief stands up and stretches, the last of his stiffness fading away. So, what time do you want to get together? Later tonight, good for you?
Yeah, but don't make it weird.
Chief raises an eyebrow, a smirk plastered on his face. Who, me? Make it weird?
Yeah, anyways, let's head to the bar. Goes to bar.
Chief follows. Inside the bar, loud music pumps through a stereo system, and various UNSC officers and sailors mill about, chatting, flirting, and drinking to their heart's content.
Alright, I bet I can chug a beer faster than you.
A competitive spark lights in Chief's eyes, and he grins, challenge accepted. Loser buys the next round.
Sounds good. Chugs beer.
Chief's eyes go wide with surprise at your speed, but he shrugs it off and starts chugging his own, trying to match your pace.
Ah, weak. Nah, I think I won that. Round's on you.
Chief finishes his beer and wipes his lips with the back of his hand, letting out a ah afterward. Damn, you really guzzled that down. Guess I'm buying our next round.
Alright, so tell me what you've been thinking about. Your deep thoughts on what happened.
Chief takes another sip of his beer before speaking. A heavy layer of seriousness comes across his demeanor. I've been going over that dream over and over again in my head. It seems so real. I remember how I felt like my mind was breaking in half, like I was losing my mind. And to top it all off, the fact that it was all a part of a UNSC psyche eval is hard to accept.
Yeah. Do you almost feel like a part of your soul was taken?
Master Chief hesitates, not even sure he knows exactly how he feels himself. Yeah, that's one way to describe it. He chugs the rest of his beer and motions to the bartender for another.
Hey, it's alright. It was only a dream, right?
Chief lets out a heavy sigh. Logically, I understand that, but emotionally, I guess a part of me is questioning my sanity. After all these years, am I cracking?
Maybe you need a real mission to cheer your spirits up. Something serious.
Chief thinks it over and nods. The idea of a real mission definitely appeals to his combat-hardened mind. Maybe you're right. I've been behind a desk for too long.
Yeah, I think it's about time you get back out there, flex those muscles.
Master Chief smirks and downs his second beer in a swift motion. No one ever said I was lacking in that department. But you're right. I haven't seen true hard combat in years.
Well, I might have something hidden up my sleeve, but we might have to meet with someone.
Chief leans forward with sudden interest, intrigued by the possibility of a new mission. Oh? Who's this mystery someone we're meeting? Someone important, I'm assuming.
You could say that, but someone off the radar, someone who maybe is not with the UNSC anymore, could be an enemy, could be not, someone in the shadows.
Chief takes another swig of his drink and furrows his brow in thought. The way you're describing this person, they sound dangerous.
Yeah, well, you're dangerous, right?
Master Chief lets out a low chuckle. A note of pride in his voice, you could say that. I can handle myself in a tight spot.
Alright, so Mimi, uh, around 1 p.m., we'll go to this back alley. We'll meet with the stranger. We have to do it secretly, so don't tell anyone.
Chief cocks an eyebrow but nods in agreement. This sounds pretty cloak and dagger to me. Is the mystery person that dangerous?
They're just not liked by the UNSC, yet they used to work for the UNSC. It's hard to explain. We'll talk more when we get there.
Chief drums his fingers on the side of his beer glass, already feeling more alive and rejuvenated with the prospect of a new mission understood. And I'm assuming no backup?
No backup, and there's also one thing you need to understand. Can you just... there's one thing.
Confused, Master Chief cocks his head but motions for you to continue.
You have to... You're going to be working with someone who's off the grid, so you're not working with the UNSC.
Chief rubs his chin thoughtfully, a bit concerned about the implications of what you're telling him. Working with someone who's off the grid? You don't mean a fugitive, do you?
Not a fugitive, just someone who's not with the UNSC that used to be with the UNSC, but their mission will save everyone.
Master Chief's instincts say this is a trap or a setup somehow, but against his better judgment, he trusts you. He nods and grips his beer glass tightly. All right then, I'm in.
Alright, let's meet at the back alley with the stranger. Goes to back alley.
Master Chief follows and surveys the dark, dank alley as he approaches. Feels like a scene right out of one of those classic crime novels.
Alright. Here we are.
Chief keeps his hands folded behind his back, his stance relaxed but ready to bolt into action at moment's notice. So, where's our contact?
You're looking at him.
Chief glances up, surprised, before narrowing his eyes and observing you with a critical eye. You're the mysterious contact?
That's right.
Master Chief looks you up and down. He notes that you look a little different than before, perhaps even a bit haggard. He speaks in a measured, careful tone. Forgive me for being blunt, but you don't look like a UNSC soldier to me.
Ex-UNSC soldier, and I'm probably more combat ready than you ever would be.
Chief laughs, amused by your confidence. Despite it, he gives you a nod of respect, big words. I bet I could kick your ass in a fight if I wanted to. I am a super soldier, you know.
Yeah, let's not get into that. That's not why we're here. I have a mission. A really, like, this will be risking your life.
Chief raises an eyebrow, surprised at how quickly the conversation shifted. All missions are life-risking. You don't need to remind me of that. Get to the point.
Yeah, but you're going not against the UNSC, but you're not going to be working with the UNSC. You cannot back up. It's only you. If you do this mission, it will save what the UNSC hasn't been looking into.
The more information you divulge, the more you seem to contradict yourself. Chief grows more and more perplexed, but remains focused. You're really gonna have to work on being more clear. So this mission won't be UNSC approved, and I'll be going on it alone?
Correct. And on top of that, well, you're going to be facing something you've never faced before. That's why you had to do that UNSC training course. The dream.
Chief's demeanor changes slightly. He feels that familiar cold shiver down his spine. And how do you know about that?
Because I was the one who told them to do it. Well, I didn't tell them. I simply sent out an email and someone read it, and then you had to do it. But they didn't know where it came from. It was simply a little puppeteering, if you will.
Chief eyes you carefully, unsure whether to be suspicious or in awe. He thinks about this entire day up until this point. So, you're telling me that the dream I had was the result of you sending an email to the UNSC, and they actually went with it?
Correct. Well, it was under a different name, so they felt the utmost importance to handle it. But I hope it trained you for what we actually have to tackle, that the UNSC has no comprehension of understanding.
Chief shakes his head and chuckles dryly to himself. Unbelievable. So, are you going to tell me what this mission you've got in mind is? Or are you going to keep me in suspense?
Are you really ready, though?
Chief crosses his arms, his expression becoming deadly serious. Try me.
Okay. So, there's a certain planet you have to go to. Once you reach that planet, there's someone you have to interrogate. And in order to interrogate them, you have to enter their mind and enter the conscious and defeat their nightmares. Like the nightmares you encountered in that simulation, in that so-called dream.
Chief takes a moment to fully digest what you're telling him. A grim expression sets in on his normally stoic face. So you want me to be some sort of mental assassin? Enter someone's mind, battle their nightmares, and extract information?
You know what? Take a second to think on it. We'll get back to it. I don't think you're ready, to be honest.
Master Chief's hands clench. His eyes narrow in offense at the implication that he, a Spartan too, could ever be unqualified for a mission. He takes a step closer. I was built for this sort of scenario. Just try me. Tell me the rest.
Okay, once you enter the mind, it's gonna be encountering enemies like you've never encountered before. You'll have to use your utmost tactics, unless you're not gonna have weapons. You're gonna have maybe a pistol at least. And in that scenario, you're also battling your own demons in your mind if you can back them off.
Chief mulls over this new information carefully, trying to ignore the part about battling his own demons. No weapons? Just a sidearm? That sounds like a suicide mission.
This is what I was talking about. If you take the demons in your mind and then use them, you're in someone's mind, so you take the demons in your mind, use them against the other person's mind, you may be able to win this. But if you're just gonna lax it, try and act like a hero, fine, but you actually have to hone your fears to win this.
Now Chief is starting to see where you are getting at. Still, it's a concept quite foreign to him, one he doesn't fully understand. He speaks slowly, carefully choosing his words. You want me to confront my own fears and try to use those fears against the target's mind?
Correct. That's correct.
Chief's expression is inscrutable as he digests this revelation. He runs his fingers along his chin, feeling the coarseness of his stubble. He lets out a long, weary sigh. This might be the most insane mission I have ever heard of. Chief pauses and looks up at you. I'll do it.
Alright. We'll leave it there for now. I'll let you know where we're going to meet next, and I'll give you more details. I'm really glad you're in, though. This is going to change your life.
Chief gives you a firm nod and a faint smile. You're damn right, it's gonna change my life. See you later.
Hang up. Boom. And it's all there. Check that out. Wow. Okay. That was not what I expected to be doing. But I got an email from Chief. I figured I'd do that. So. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Devilian. Peace for now.